Welcome back, folks, to Let's Replay Lands of Lore, the Throne of Chaos. The introduction to this video got snippeted off during the recording process, so here it is, added back on. And when last we left off, orcs! Lots of orcs! Because we are now in Roland's estate in the Southlands, where things have gone horribly, horribly wrong. We didn't get here in time. The Dark Army got here first. And now we need to see if the Ruby of Truth is in fact still here. And if Roland is in fact alright. By the looks of things, it's not looking hopeful. Not looking hopeful.
These scones are firmly attached.
I think you mean sconces.
I think Timothy does mean that. Oh, they can open doors. They're opening doors right here. We have no other reason to hold on to our magic, so we might as well just use it. Kieran's fighting skills have increased. He is now fighter level 2.
Must have been painful.
Unfortunately so.
Wow. Must be some clumsy orcs.
Maybe. Now that's both doors. Be careful. Be careful. They have helmets. That doesn't really make much difference to actually fighting them, mind you. Gotta be careful and look around.
What a shame this was ruined.
It is indeed. You can hear them moving. You can hear the orcs.
The window's broken.
Yes, it is, Kieran. Yes, it is. And here is a mirror.
7 years bad luck for some poor orc.
Well, more likely a lot less if we were actually killed them. So far we haven't found anything that would show any secret doors or switches, which is not surprising. Any orcs in here? There is a switch. Ah. Oil flasks. Very handy. And an aloe leaf. We'll replace the one that we lost. Nothing to click there. In fact, the music here I don't think actually cycles round. I think it just plays once every time you load up, and that's pretty much it. That is pretty much it. Well, let's keep exploring. This place isn't very big at all. There is something of importance in here, though.
Senseless destruction.
Indeed, it's like they were searching for something. I think they were.
Senseless destruction.
Here is a fireplace.
Why would they wreck a fireplace?
Good question.
Why would they wreck a fireplace? Someone has been burning parchment.
They have.
Hey, this one is only half burned.
Now, that is an interesting thing that sometimes happens where occasionally dialogue will actually just interrupt the animations of the portraits. Here is a burnt scroll.
Richard, my research indicates imperative that you're, joined with the ruby. Combat the nether M.
I'm pretty sure, Kieran, that says oined with the ruby rather than joined. It could be anything. Coined with the ruby, oined with the ruby. Can't actually think of that many words like that on the spot. We have that scroll. Something needs to be joined with the ruby to combat the nether M. Nether M, we could probably presume, is mask from seeing the introduction. Let's have a look.
Whatever it was, it's garbage now.
It is indeed. There is very little actually to this area. There's a little bit over here with more orcs. Ow! And then there is one room further along, which will actually have a very, very potentially difficult encounter. We're really good at fighting. We're already a little bit of the way towards fighter level 3. Fighter will be increasing quite quickly.
I wonder who that was.
We may never know. We may never know. Now, in here is the opponent, and I'm actually going to load the game here so we can get the music. There we go. Now I think is appropriate time for the music, as in here is the miniature boss of this area, a really, really powerful orc. There are multiple ways that we can handle this situation, but there's only one that I'm going to be using.
You small, what you?
You can bluff him to pretend that you're working for Scotia so that they'll go away. you can just run away. There are actually, I think, 2 orcs in the background there, not 1. Or you can do what I'm gonna do.
You shall perish by my hand.
And back away quickly so that multiple of them can't come and get you at the same time. He's powerful. He's got a nasty swing. As you can see there, very nasty. That one also has a shield. You might actually want to back up a lot here, because he potentially can kill you. Like that. What you actually want to do, if you want to definitely deal with this, is actually leave the manor and heal up. The person there is not capable of following you outside, and you will be fully healed and ready to go by the time you head back in. And he won't have healed. In fact, he's still there. I did not know he could actually fire arrows. Did not know that. Let's get rid of him. Hopefully. He doesn't take damage like the other orcs do. This is also a unique enemy there. You never see an orc that looks like that ever again, as far as I know. He has an axe dominance, which is not very good. Lots of them have, like, names. Also, you saw there the rapier actually gives a small amount of protection. Lots of them have names. I do not remember at all what most of the abilities do. Some of them are obvious, like some weapons just improve or even reduce skills.
There are silver coins in here.
Excellent! And if I hadn't have selected Timothy when that was going on, we wouldn't have actually heard that. Nothing in here, though, as far as I can see. Unless...
This is Roland's hiding place. I hope he is in here.
Let's hope he is in here. Let's hope he is. Although, considering the mess that they made of this place, I don't think it's likely. Roland, are you here?
Roland, what has happened?
Oh.
Timothy, the Dark Army passed through here not an hour ago. They have stolen the Ruby of Truth.
We will take you to Gladstone with us. Dawn will heal your wounds.
I am beyond healing. You too must recover the Ruby.
The war has begun, Kieran. The death of such a patriot must be avenged. Let us hasten back to Gladstone.
I vow upon his deathbed to find these orcs and return the ruby to Gladstone.
So we don't have the Ruby of Truth. And that dialogue goes a little differently if you don't have Timothy with you, because there's no recollection on Timothy's part about Roland. Obviously, Timothy and Roland knew each other. Here's his key. That opens
If
this
I don't
chest.
take these coins, the orcs will. If I don't take these coins, the orcs will.
And a saber. A saber is not that great. We'll probably be selling that.
Empty.
There is nothing left for us to actually loot here, or actually do. The whole area is completely empty. And Sir Roland, unfortunately, is no longer there, as he is dead. This game does not pull its punches on deaths. People will die, and usually not cleanly either. I mean, that looked like that hurt. We have 412 gold. If we only had Kieran with us, we would actually be paying... Oh, is that a hole? I completely missed that, but it's completely empty. We'd be paying less to get back to Gladstone, but also we'd have had to have fought that encounter potentially by ourselves. I don't want to think about that. I've actually done it a few times before, and I just keep checking the map because I have no idea where I'm going here. And it's not easy, but it is possible. It is possible. Now, I said I was going to go and get that bow. Wasn't kidding. We're going to go get that bow. Because I like Kieran being the ranged combatant. And let's ring the bell. Hello again.
Welcome back to Bugs.
Oh, sorry, interrupted you there. Indeed. Welcome back to Bugs.
Would you sell that?
Sure, 100 crowns.
Ranged combat, as you've seen, works a little differently to melee combat.
So long. Watch out for the orcs.
Now, we pretty much dealt with them, Buck. Thank you. As you can see, it doesn't actually provide a might stat, and if you hit someone with a bow, it doesn't actually register an actual damage number, but they are getting hit. And bows most of the time pretty much will always hit. Also, we haven't really had we've improved our rogue skill a little, but not a huge amount. We could have potentially used lockpicks actually to open the Roland's chest, I think, but maybe not. Some chests just cannot be picked. There's nothing more for us to do here, so let us in fact leave and head back to the marina. The fact that we don't have that writ is just about to hurt. Right now.
Hello? Are you going north?
I had a writ from the king, but that other clerk kept it. May I still ride?
Sorry, 100 crowns per passenger?
If you didn't have Timothy, you'd only be spending 100 crowns here. But we do. 100 crowns, however, is a fair price for Timothy's services, I feel.
Hurry, the boat is just leaving.
Do we literally jump on? Either way, the same animation to head back. Welcome back to the Northland Forest. And for no particular reason, I'm going to remove everything that Timothy has. There is no reason why I'm doing this. There is a very, very, very big reason as to why I'm doing this. Perhaps maybe we won't have Timothy for much longer. Perhaps not. Let us move on.
What a formidable fortress.
You just keep thinking that, Kieran.
You may pass. What tidings bring you from the Southland?
The Dark Army has stolen the ruby. I must tell King Richard.
His Highness is resting in the throne room.
Note it didn't say hasten to him with the news there. That was in the subtitles, but it wasn't actually in the dialogue. Let us go and talk to everyone and see what they have to say about the fact that the ruby has been stolen. Nathaniel, as I imagine, will be very happy about this, if he reacts at all.
Did you forget something?
No, he will not react.
Farewell, then.
I don't think any of these people are actually going to react. Let's go to Victor. Are you going to say anything?
You again come to see Victor.
Nope.
You again come visit. No?
Let us, in fact, go and talk to Jaren. I'm sure Jaren will really care about this.
The door is locked.
Oh, he's not here. Well, there is only one more thing to do. Go here.
Do you have the Ruby of Truth?
The ruby has been stolen. I must see King Richard.
Go in at once.
Well, this does seem like a pretty secure security arrangement. Let us go in and see King Richard. I'm sure nothing bad is happening.
Leave him, vile witch!
You cannot stop me. I found the mask. My warriors have the ruby, and this realm will soon beg for mercy beneath my heel.
Postpone your celebration, hag. I will not permit this travesty.
Oh, the inept charmer threatens me. You, Dawn, will be the first to grovel at my feet.
Oh dear.
He still lives, but we have no antidote, and he sinks deeper by the minute. We must now channel all of our magic into a protective shield. Elvni, Mekilno, Konax! This shroud will prevent any further action of the poison and protect Richard until the cure can be located.
So those security measures, Jaren, how well are they looking right now? Pretty rubbish. Pretty rubbish.
This has to be the work of Scotia, but how did she manage it?
She's an extremely powerful sorcerer who can turn into a bird.
How did she get inside the keep? We change our passwords frequently.
How did... Jaren, she could turn into a bird. You have many open windows. She literally flew into the throne room and did it. Poisoned Richard's drink, cast a spell that poisoned him. Any one of these things would have done it, Jaren. Any one of them. I warned you. I warned you about the fact that Scotia turned into a bird. You didn't listen. And now look what's happened. But you're not going to blame yourself, are you? No, it's the security measures, Jaren. It's the security measures. This here is a person we've not met before.
I don't know about you people, but I'm going down to the Herbage mines and get to the bottom of all this mask business.
Come now, Paulson. Do not be so rash. The Herbage mines are where Scotia found the mask. The Dark Army is surely swarming all over that place.
Well, I just won't sit here on my backside while that wench has her way with the whole countryside.
That is Paulson. Paulson is primarily a warrior rather than a magician, but as you can see, he does have some magic.
Enough talk. We've got to do something now.
I'm sure we'll see you again later. Nathaniel most certainly looks like he's very upset.
All my potions are for naught.
Not surprising considering the fact that Scotia probably used magic here.
I knew it. This is indeed Gladstone's darkest hour.
You might be right there, Nathaniel, but just hold off on that declaration completely. Something worse might happen. You never know, something worse might happen.
This shroud has required almost all of our magic to create.
Fair enough. What about these, things on the top?
Each of the council has one of the 4 key orbs needed to open this enchanted shroud. Nothing can cause Richard further harm now.
Enough talk. We've got to do something now.
That is not an orb, Dawn, that's a pyramid. Just pointing that out, that's a pyramid. And also, here, as you can probably guess from Patricia, speaking of the Southlands, is Bakata.
Hello, we have not met. I am Bakata, Dawn's apprentice.
He seems, pretty contemplative about what's going on.
Really, quite bad manners violating the king's castle. I do wish Dawn would permit us to mount some sort of counterattack.
Contrary to probably what Dawn wants, Bakata is a little martially minded for a sorcerer's apprentice here. Finally, we must talk to Dawn herself. What do you have to say, Dawn?
Our potions cannot cure him, but legends speak of an elixir that could.
Alright. Anything else?
Our potions cannot cure him, but legends speak of an elixir that could.
Fair enough. We have nothing more that we can do here. Let us leave.
We will need your help, Kieran. We must ask that you visit the Droracle. Perhaps he knows a cure for Richard.
The who? And where is it? Do you know Timothy?
Unfortunately, Timothy's services are needed here. Bakata will join you in Timothy's stead.
Well then, I will meet up with you later, Timothy.
I'm familiar with the path to the Droracle. I would be honored to join you on your quest.
Farewell, Kieran. You had best hurry. Do not grieve at our separation. Bakata is a good man, and will be an asset to you on your journey.
Your time has come, Kieran. To walk the paths of magic, this mystic album will hold the spells that you acquire. Practice, and learn to use it well.
We lose Timothy, gain Bakata, and the final piece of our UI here. The Spell Scroll. The music in the keep changes permanently at this point to this somber piece of music. And now we see Bakata's equipment. Bakata has 2 sets of arms and thus can use 2 shields and 2 weapons. He also has a helmet that we shall be stealing here. We shall be giving him both of these bucklers, which should pretty much equal out the fact that we're using this shield. He has a pair of boots already, but we're going to hold on to this boots and shirt here. We actually want to sell a fair few things at this point. But we do want to give him the rapier and the longsword. Now the staff here actually provides some protection. It's actually much better than the stick. We also have another spell, Heal. Heal at lower levels just restores health. Higher levels can actually cure poison and can even heal the whole party at once. Now, as you can see there, Bakata is a Mage 3, which means that he can actually cast Spark 3. he can also cast Heal 2. We can only cast Heal 1 and Spark 1 still. Bakata is the, I do believe, first permanent member of the party. We'll be keeping Bakata for the rest of the game. And that's a good thing too, because he's pretty awesome. Plus, I also really like his character. So, that indeed was everything going absolutely wrong. Almost in the worst possible way it could. But I'm sure the game, if it puts its mind to it, could think of something even worse to have happen. Also, not surprisingly,
Come now, there's no time to lose.
we cannot actually enter back into the throne room, because we need to go to the Droracle. Remember that area I said that we definitely wouldn't visit? We're actually going to visit it. So, I'll catch you next time, folks. For when we come back, we shall sell items, go to the Droracle's cave, and try and find the Droracle, so that we can figure out this cure. At the very least, we could get some pointers. Although hopefully he'll just hand it to us. That would be very convenient. Why do I get the feeling the game's not going to be convenient like that? So, I'll catch you next time, folks. And I'll see you then. Later.